Welcome back. I have another little project here I'm going to do with this mini mill. I bought online, on eBay actually. I bought a digital tachometer. That's what this is. Relatively cheap. I forgot what it cost, like less than $10. Then I got a little plastic project case that I'm going to put it in. And this thing works off of 9 to 12 volts, I think. I got 12 volts available in the back. If you watched my other my build video, you'll know that I got a wall wart on the back that provides 12 volts for a fan for my electronics. I can pick the 12 volts off of that. And this tachometer comes with a Hall effect sensor. Where I'm going to put it, I don't know. Probably up here. Still in a plastic bag. But probably somewhere in the vicinity of this collar, which rotates. And I probably will drill a hole in this collar and insert a small magnet. I went online and I looked at other videos, guys not doing a mod like this, but modifying this thing to use a Hall sensor so that they could read RPM on a display through Mach 3. And I was all set to do that. I even bought the sensors. They're over here, Hall effect sensors. Where are they? Right here. Right here. Anyway, I'm not knocking that method. You know, it's a good method. I'm sure it works, but it was one thing the person said in the video that turned me off right off the bat. When he got to it, which is pretty much at the end of the video, he said you have to adjust the kernel speed in Mach 3 to a higher kernel speed for the RPM sensing to work. And once you change the kernel speed in Mach 3, you have to set your whole machine back up again. And there's no way I was going to do that. So this is all-inclusive, meaning it operates independent of Mach 3. It will read RPM regardless of whether Mach 3 is running or not. So that's probably a better way to go. So I need to find a place. Once I cut this project panel to fit this panel meter, I need to find a place to put it so that it'll be out of the way. But I'll get back to you guys when I finally figure that out. I'll probably just have a bracket to support it here, and pretty simple, not a big deal. And then run the wires back into my control box there. So anyway, this is my new modification, and I'm also going to do that mod to my mini lathe also, so I don't have to guess at the RPM anymore. Gets old after a while trying to guess the RPM, by using the dial. I hate, you never know what the hell, you know what range you're in, and that's about it. But you never know what the RPM is really unless you can read it off of something. This is quite large, this Hall effect sensor, but we'll see. We'll see where I can fit this stuff without interfering with anything. And I do have rare earth magnets small enough to fit in this collar once I take it off. I have various different size. As a matter of fact, I got one sticking here. There's one here, right here. Right here. It's just stuck to the box here. I found it on the floor, I think, and it's got junk on it. And I didn't know where it came from, so I just stuck it to the side of the box here. All right, anyway, that's all we got for now. I see I got a little rust coming up here, but take care of that some other time. All right, we'll end this video for now. Welcome back. What I'm going to do now, I'm on my CNC router here, is I'm going to cut that rectangle out of the project box cover so that the meter will fit in there, and hopefully I won't have any problems here. What I did was I lined up the router to one of the holes on the lower left. That'll be the starting point, but I'm worried about this lip, whether or not I have enough step over in the program to clear that lip, and I'm too lazy to go back and find out, so I might break a bit here. We shall see. So let me get this X, Y, Z. That's my reference point. Just got to hit the cycle start and turn the router on. And I need to get this keyboard out of the way because stuff starts flying. This is a very dirty process on a router. Try to keep the stuff. Oop, oop. Sucking up my project box screws there. Alright, so we'll do Mach 3, the cycle start. And nothing happened. And that's because I don't have a program loaded. Ha ha ha. Gonna load the G code, and I call this thing the TAC panel, and open it. Okay, now we should be ready. Reset. Cycle start. Turn the router on. It makes a mess. Alright, I'll show you the final product here, if I can get it pried out of there. This is what I just cut. It's a piece that came out of there. And I got this stuck down to the board with double-sided tape, so I'm probably going to have to stop the video to get that off. Otherwise, I might break it. Okay, I'm back. I did have to file out the corners a little bit because this is an 1/8 inch router bit. And an 1/8 inch router bit will leave a 1/16 of an inch radius. Welcome back. Well, for those of you, first off, this is what it looks like in a project case. For those of you that followed my build video, you know that I have this box with my drivers and stuff on the back, and I put 2 outlets back here, and I have a 12 volt wall wart back here. One is 5 volt, one is 12 volt. I don't know which one is which. When I open the box up, I'll find out. I don't know if I can do this one-handed. Probably should shut the camera down now, but I'm going to open the box up, and I'm going to find which is which, and I'm going to try to snake snake a, hope the lighting is good enough in here right now. Probably not. Turn the light on here. I've got a braided convolute coming down around here. I'm going to try to get the 12 volts out and snake it through this convolute up to this point, or up to this point, and then I'll add another piece going to the project case for the RPM meter. Everything runs off 12 volts, so does the Hall effect sensor, so all I need to do is run 12 volts up to there, and then all the rest of the wiring will be done up here and inside the project case right here. Okay, so I'm going to shut this down. Okay, I just looked at the panel and I looked at the wall warts on the back, and this is the 12 volts. Lucky I looked, because I had them reversed in my mind. I thought the other one, this is 5 volts, this is 12 volts. And rather than try to screw it in, it's already got, this heavy wiring, it's like 18 gauge. Rather than try to get 2 more wires in the control board here, that's where it's being used. I'm probably just going to splice into this. I'll cut it open and splice into it. And I'll go out the side here, like I said. Maybe I'll run a whole new piece of convolute. Probably easier. When I try to snake it through here, it'll be, be a major whoop-de-doo. I'll just run another. I got plenty of that stuff hanging up on the wall over there, coiled up. I got it all over the place. I even have some really narrow stuff here. I think that's heat-treated stuff. But anyway, I'll be back after I get this wired up, but it's really a no-brainer. Oh, and you can see my configuration here. I do have an A channel on this thing, which is disconnected right now. I don't remember why. I don't even remember if it's good or not, but I remember I blew up a driver, and this used to be Z, and I swapped them around, A and Z, but I'm sure I would not have put a bad driver back in here, so that's probably a good driver, but it's just not plugged in. I'll have to unplug. So I'm not using it right now, so I don't need it. And there's a 36 volt power supply. Okay, rocking on here. I got the splice in here. This is 12 volts. This is going to go up around here somewhere. I just need to button this thing back up again, and then I'll work on mounting the project box up there somewhere. Okay, what I did was take this collar off, and they provide you with a spanner for that. Here it is right here, and you got to lock the shaft in. Light. We just lost power here, so it was interrupted. By the way, this is a backward thread, so clockwise, turn clockwise to put it on. You can see I got the magnet in there. I haven't glued it in there yet. What I'll do initially is just run a piece of electrical tape over the top of it, just to make sure that the magnet is, has an adequate size to be detected. And then I'll go from there. Once I check everything out. And the other thing is, by the way, this thing has a set screw. God didn't create man with enough hands. That's all I can tell you. I'm always looking. There is a set screw in here, right here, to lock this thing down. You don't have to go crazy with it, but it's just to lock it in. And moving right along. So I gotta see where I'm at now that I got disrupted there. Power's been out for a couple of hours now. So this is gonna go up through here, here, and here, through the clamps, and over to here. And I guess I'm gonna drill a couple of holes in here, and that's where I'll mount the project box, which is here. The hollow box is here. Just mount it like that. Doesn't have to be, crazy. Really no other place to mount it. I think what I'll do first, though, is I need to get the Hall sensor attached to this plate up here somewhere so that it can detect the magnet. Yeah, we're okay. And I'll work on that first, and then I'll mount the project box, and we'll be done. This is like a 1 hour job. Welcome back. Before I do any more wiring, I need to get this project box hooked up, and I already mounted the sensor. I just did it with a wire clamp, tapped the hole on the motor mount. This, I drilled 2 holes, you can see, from the outside the box, of course, and then marked them on the top of the bottom box so that I have 2 holes in there, you can see, and drop the screws through. And I have to put 2 access holes on the top for, to be able to access them so that I can tighten them up. Just cover them over with a piece of black electrical tape later. And that back screw, or the one here on the right side, I'm not going to be able to get a nut on it until I take this pot out. That's why I got the screwdriver in my hand. It's got a slotted, I can see, God, the lighting is so terrible in here. I really got to fix the lighting in this garage. I'm going to have to put the camera down. I can't get enough torque on it to break it loose, but I got to have to take it out from the back side to get the nut on. I'll be back. Got the little project box mounted. I had to take the knob off. I think I told you I had to take the pot out. And so I'm just ready now to put the cover back on here. Hopefully nothing's going to interfere with it. I just realized that something is interfering with it. This little nut here in the corner. That's no big deal. I think the point, on the nut is sticking out a little bit, so I'll just reposition it. But looking good. I'm going to leave this long because you never know when you want to reuse some of this stuff. Probably just tie it up to the cable here, the motor cable. And then it has to go into the project box, of course. And I still haven't routed the power. I'll do that next, but should be done here soon. Okay. Got it all wired up. I said I was going to save this excess, and I did. Came through a hole in the back in the project case. And not a lot of wiring to do here, really. Just power, ground, and signal. onto the connector, and the connector goes on the back of the panel meter. The only problem I might have, and I hope I don't have it, is stuffing all this stuff in here. It's pretty stiff, and there's really not a lot of room behind the meter in this project case, so hopefully I'm going to get it in here. We shall find out, because that's the next thing I'm going to do. Well, I got it all in there. I didn't put all the screws in, but was anxious to see if it works, so I got this thing on right now, and it does work. Unfortunately, though, this is the magnet I'm using to get it to work. It doesn't want to work with the magnet I put in there. This one here that's embedded in the in the collar there, doesn't seem to want to, for whatever reason. I'd play with this maybe, but it's already close enough. I mean, Jesus, it should be working. I might try to turn the magnet around maybe. I mean, this thing is practically right on top of it. That's just an erroneous reading there. I might try turning the magnet around. I don't know if that'll make any difference, but I have a feeling it's just too small for this. So I might have to go to plan B. I'll be back. Okay, so I flipped the magnet around. You know, just flipped it over, and now it's working, so. I don't want to go too high, because I don't want the magnet, you know, through centrifugal force to fly out of there. I am on high speed here, so right there. I've got a ways to go still, and there's 2200 RPM, so I'm happy. It's working. It's good. I'm going to have to glue it in the collar here, but when I do it, I'm going to have to make sure I know the orientation of the magnet so that I don't get, you know, glue it in upside down and it doesn't work. But that's it. That's it for this project. All the screws are in, powered up, works. Can't ask for more. Good luck.